and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living Podcast. Yes, sir, Bob. I saw that. I have absolutely no notes. I'm behind. I was making all kinds of stuff today, so and then when you guys get on early, then we end up talking about everything, and I forget to write notes down. So this ought to be an interesting show. Now, so this is a follow-up show to things that have been mentioned in other shows. Now, one is the one person that we counted on for the subject of the mattress is John Pearson, and he's going to be late. He got held up with work, and that's okay. We'll make do. But the other part is I seem to have gotten harassed last week that I didn't understand how baby chickens were born and how they went about all it. And so I sat down with Sherry, and she held my hand, and she looked me straight in the eye and explained that, the birds and the bees and how all this works. So I got educated. And hi, Victoria. And so today I have a presentation for you for how baby chickens are hatched. But I might be a little surprised about how the presentation goes. But anyway, I worked hard on it today, which made me late for doing my notes and everything. But it's quite the report. So, but I can't just do that right now. I mean, the anticipation on hold. So if you want to know everything you want to know about chicken and chickens and breeding, you're at the right place. But before we get going, I got to also let you know that we are an audio podcast too. And so if you like listening to podcasts in the audio version, and you have podcast software in your phone, which is most likely, all you have to do is type in Ranger Rob Country Living Podcast, and it should come up because we're in several platforms, and this is obviously your favorites, and check out all of our 68 episodes. So we would appreciate that. Also, if you'd like to be on the show in the future or be on the show today, pop and be on for about 5-10 minutes or so. You want a shout out of your channel or your homestead and stuff, we'd love to meet you. So if you look at the top of the chat, you will see that there's a little blue area that says you can click on a link, and it will automatically set up your webcam and your phone and your microphone, or just you utilize your whole cell phone, and we can actually have you like you're on your cell phone, right, Rex?
Who's Rex?
Rex, wake up.
You mean Rev?
Oh man,
Rex, Rev. Yeah, I am on my cell phone.
Yeah. So anyway, so you can see you don't have to do any configuration whatsoever. You just press the link, put in what your title is, and then you just come online, and it's just that easy. It really is. And last but not least, last week I realized I didn't introduce anybody, so I need to make sure and introduce J&D Pig Hobby Homestead, which is for John and Debbie. And then we got Aimee from DragonFly Farm, and her YouTube channel is down the bottom. I fixed that link, by the way, and the reason is you must have gone in and changed your handle.
I think so. I think I figured out how to do that, and I forgot to tell you about it. I figured out how to change it so it wasn't like 573X0YT. Yeah,
and I had, and the word Central Oregon was added to it. So anyway, I got the new one, replaced it. So Aimee's DragonFly Farms YouTube channel is now on the description below. And then Rex, we have nothing for you.
He has it.
I keep saying Rex, Rev.
Anyway, nothing for me.
Someday when you get ready to make be a rock star in YouTube and all that, you're gonna have to give us some kind of link. Or do you even have a Facebook?
I am on Instagram at the little thing right there where it says right there, Cranberry Creek Farm. But that's it. This is as much fame as I really need.
We love you.
I got other stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like, but I
feel bad we don't have it. We don't have it either.
But do follow me on Instagram because I put mostly ridiculous videos up all the time.
By the way, John Smith from Small Town Tourist is here, and Jack Walsh is here. He's saying good evening to everybody.
Hello.
And, like I said, we can't have a show without Jack.
And Victoria.
Yeah. In fact, was Victoria here last week? Anyway, I'm not doing my presentation yet.
Shout out.
I know. I'm working on it. It's time for shout outs. It's time for Ranger Rob shout outs. Yes, this is the time we want to recognize businesses, websites, and services. Here's today's spotlights. Well, Rev, you didn't say graphics.
Well, I wasn't ready. You were fast pitching on me. I was barely in the box, and you pitched.
I know. I'm just just a go-getter here, just going at 100 miles per hour. And
I will stay ready from now on. I will stay ready. I'm going to get stretched out.
All right. Well, let me start with Aimee. Do you have any shout outs this week?
I don't this week.
And we do.
Yeah, I do. But I need to do mine first.
Okay, you do yours.
Yeah. So my shout out to this week is John and Debbie. And the reason being is you probably are starting to notice in our posts, and then I have a video on it, but it won't be out till next week. But I got my meat birds, and it's today. That's because of John and Debbie. So John and Debbie did some real good shopping and found meat birds for a good price. She applied some coupons, changed some tires, washed a few cars, the whole works until she got the right price for the chicken. So we got our 50 meat birds in today, and 25, I went half with them on it. And so she coordinated that whole thing, but she got us a really good price on
shipping too.
What?
Got a good price on the shipping too.
Yep. And so that was quite an accomplishment. So I appreciate that. And I also wanted to and then she's also helping us out with some chickens in our yard for out in the big property to help with our permaculture. And I just got to coordinate and get my mobile chicken shot going. But she's supplying some birds, and Aimee has got one bird for us too. So we're and then the biggest thing happened today at their house. Gigantic. It was huge. Huge. I got a cup of coffee. I did. I got a whole one. And
yeah, because we offer you half cups all the time.
No, you don't offer any. So this is big. This was huge.
Oh, right. We didn't do coffee. We done soda. It was summertime.
That's true. Yeah, but I got coffee, so I'm special. So
yes, you're special. All right.
All right. So now let's move over to your shout outs.
Go for it.
Biting.
Well, I had to show Debbie where the new feed store was. It's called Corey Hay and Feed.
He was holding out for almost a year.
Yeah.
So are these guys along Highway 97?
Yes, just right off the road, and it looks like
it's on that road, Query.
Yeah, it's
Quarry
on
Road.
Quarry Road.
I've never been there.
And it's just
they have a Facebook page too.
Yeah, it's one exit just before 61st.
Okay.
Have you been there, Aim?
I haven't, but I follow them on Facebook, so I see their posts there.
Okay.
Yeah,
they are much cheaper than
both
everyone
of them.
else.
Yeah, both of the other feed stores in Redmond, and they're just all around good people. I mean, you can sit there and talk with them for days. In fact,
yeah, they're down to earth, really cool people. But for example, I got here. Be right back. So I picked up this water bottle. It's a heated water bottle for the rabbits. Wow. I've been looking at them, and then we went to Coastal, and they were $43, $20 at that place.
Nice.
And they're pig feed and no, I don't know about pig feed, but the chicken feed is like $7 cheaper than Wilco and the irrigation store. So their prices are really reasonable. They didn't go all crazy on you.
I don't know what it is,
really
but
nice people.
I swear my chickens are eating more.
Ours are too. They're going crazy.
Yeah, so it's like, because I buy 50-pound bags, I put it in my garbage thing, and it's like, and I'm almost refilling the thing every day. And usually I was able to go like every other day, but man,
me too.
Yeah.
Are you, Aim?
I don't feel like I'm feeding more. No. My little ones, my chicks, I know they're growing because they are going through, the chicks in the in the incubator, but my baby chicks, they seem to be eating more as they get bigger.
Yeah, I have one of those long trays.
Yeah.
They go through that in a day.
Wow.
I thought they were dumping it out, but they're not. They're eating it.
And since we put the chickens out in the broodery house, they've doubled in size.
Yeah. Wow. They look like teenagers.
And they've only been out there a week.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was kind of concerned because it's so cold outside, but we do have 2 heat lamps in there, and it's wood, so it's really well insulated. But yeah, these people they were excellent today.
Excellent, good. How about you, Rob? You got anything?
Oh, he's got another shout out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Coastal Feed had her barred rocks. The only place around here that had them. And she finally got her last set of chickens, 4 more.
Oh, it's not going to be your last.
Aimee, girl power here.
She said that.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
What?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, so I ended up picking up 4 of them. Couldn't help it.
Yeah, basically the whole fence along the one side of the property is just chicken coops now.
Oh yeah, we're getting ready to do another one.
Yeah, she says she needs 1 more.
I have to have the silkies and the top hats, which I got those eggs in today. They're in the incubator. But
I was trying to figure out what a top hat is. What is a top hat?
It's
a Polish that looks like a Phyllis Diller.
Okay. All right.
Do you remember Phyllis Diller?
No, but I know what she's talking about.
It's like sometimes we can really, really age ourselves.
So yeah, I think I'm going to be up to like 43 birds.
Wow, you're going to be in competition with Aimee.
Yeah.
So Rab, you wait.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for graphics, man. I'm sitting here ready.
Oh, yeah, well, it's almost there. Did you have any shout outs for anything you've been watching lately?
Yeah, shout out to my terribly beautiful wife who does all the farming things while I'm out here trying to bring refrigeration to the masses. Shout out to her. And she's making banana pudding tomorrow, and that has nothing to do with me giving her a shout out on the Ranger Route 5. But that's it, I think. That's it.
So you're sitting out in a parking lot right now, right?
Parking garage, sir. There's multi-levels here.
Oh. so
respect the concrete guys,
every time we talk to him, he says, "Is he in a prison cell?" Or
That should
I know
that
you
should
always
be
see
a
those bars.
yeah. That should be a. You should get a graphic for that. Where in the world is Rev today? You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Exactly. Where are we-
Sometimes
where
I'm not
is he?
sure myself. I'm
Yeah.
sometimes
Where's Waddle?
Yeah, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not wearing the outfit though. Don't get any ideas.
Oh, come on.
so I'm gonna get my little presentation over with, but it's not what you think it is. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
scared.
I have data, and I put together a lot, and I thought I'm gonna be sitting here and reading this forever. So I put the video together with
Graphics.
with the information, but I need to get a. Let's see. Let's see here.
A shout out
Okay,
for
Okay, Rev, ready?
Yep. Graphics.
Hello and welcome to Ranger Rob's Country Moment. Today, boys and girls, we're going to learn how a chicken mates. Let's learn where baby chicks come from. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh
Isn't
my
that
gosh, that was
beautiful?
the best thing I've ever
I was
seen. I'd
waiting
like
for
to
the
thank the
best part.
Academy.
It comes in FedEx.
It's no wonder I never get anything done around here. I'm sitting in here making stupid graphics. But so
I
what I
appreciate
did is Sherry and I actually I think one of the one things I did learn about, and then I'll play the video, is I didn't realize that when chickens mate, that I wasn't sure if they had to do it continuously, for eggs, or if one time would do it for a couple of weeks. And it turns out that they, once they've bred with a hen, that it can last a week or two before they have to breed again or do the funny business. So I think that was the biggest thing. Is I wasn't really sure what the time period is of how long a hen could be fertile from a rooster. And I thought that's kind of interesting, which is kind of nice because you got 15 hens. It's like that would be pretty hard to keep up with 15 hens if you had to do it every time to get every egg fertile. So that was the biggest.
Still got to crow in the morning too, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now the data, we'll hear all this data in a minute. I think that was the biggest thing. It was that other than the fact that their vent, I'll just say their vent, that's all they got. It's all built in. It's all vent wise. So the difference is with the females, obviously, is they got 3 uses for a vent as opposed to 2 for a rooster. So you got obviously breeding, you got eggs, and then you got poop. And with obviously the rooster doesn't have to worry about the egg part. So anyway, without further ado, here is our video.
Lies an egg. A rooster inseminates a hen with his sperm by jumping on her back, lowering his tail, and touching her cloaca with his. As we mentioned earlier, this is called the cloacal kiss. Inside his cloaca is a small raised point called the papilla. The papilla is what passes the sperm. Do roosters hurt hens when mating? Normally, roosters will mate without causing any injury to the hen. However, there are certain roosters who may be aggressive during mating or overmate with certain hens. There are also certain breeds of roosters who are known for being more aggressive than others. How do farmers know if a chicken egg is fertilized? When you crack open the egg, if it's fertile, you'll notice a small white spot on the top of the yolk about 4 millimeters in width. This is called the germinal disc. This is what tells you if the egg has been fertilized. Do roosters have balls? They've got 2 bean-shaped testes located against their backbone in front of the kidneys. Rooster testicles vary in size based on their age and time of year. If you butcher a rooster in the winter, his testicles will be smaller than during the spring mating season, when they swell up considerably. How many times a day does a rooster mate a hen? A rooster may mate from 10 to 30 or more times per day, depending on the availability of hens and competition from other roosters. However, the number of sperm per ejaculate is seldom less than 100 million, which is the minimum required to maintain high fertility. Can you eat a fertilized chicken egg?
Oh, yeah.
Now you know, fertilized eggs are completely safe to eat unless you've neglected to care for them or wash the eggs, or you've let your broody hen have her eggs for longer than normal. You can safely eat your fertilized eggs without any worries. It's truly no different than an unfertilized egg. How long can a hen hold a rooster's sperm? Because of the presence of this structure, once ejaculated sperm have entered the female reproductive tract, they can survive up to 2 to 15 weeks in domestic birds, including chickens, turkeys, quails, and ducks, depending on the species. 15 in contrast to the relatively short lifespan of mammalian spermatozoa. How long does it take a hen to lay eggs after mating? It is advisable to allow at least 4 to 7 days before expecting a high level of fertility in eggs. If the rooster or hens are 1 year or more in age, the waiting period may need to be increased. How long is a hen pregnant? The incubation period for chicken eggs is 20 to 21 days, and increases up to 30 days for other poultry. After sitting for some days, a broody hen can be given some newly hatched chicks and, if they are accepted, the original eggs can be removed and replaced with more chicks. How many times do chickens need to mate? Roosters needs to mate with a hen 2 or 3 times a week in order for the hen to lay fertile eggs. You can then incubate the eggs to hatch out chicks. You typically need 1 rooster for every 10 hens. Roosters also can help to protect the flock. How do I know if my rooster is mating? First, they drop a wing and dance around the hen in circle, with the dropped wing held inside. If receptive, the hen lowers her back. The rooster then mounts her, grabbing her by the back of the neck with his beak to steady himself during copulation. How many fertile eggs can a hen lay after mating? These findings all fall within a range of 12 to 30 days, with the greater number of cases between 15 and 20.
So do you feel smarter now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Definitely.
Who knew
There's
the
a lot
Terminator
more-
knew so much about chickens?
There's a lot more. It's like, I had to cut that back. It's like all kinds of little details. It's like, all right, I quit taking my chickens for granted. And then I'm talking, roosters just have it rough. I don't know if you guys have seen the dance. Does your chickens do like a little circle around?
Roger does.
Doesn't? Who?
Roger.
I named
Roger.
my rooster Roger.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe, it's another name for John, but
Don't tell my secrets, Rob.
yeah. But yeah, so, and then I think the other one was, they make it sound like it's so, like, oh, does that tear up a hen? Well, even if you have a nice rooster, occasionally they get where they might mess up I don't know, they just get in a mood and they start tearing up a chicken. So I don't know.
11 times a day. That's just getting.
That's a lot of cigarettes. That's a lot of. I mean, you guys would have to start smoking again. Oh, man. So the other thing I was going to mention on here is not about the birding, but so we got into this conversation that Sherry and I bought this new mattress, and it's a Beauty Sleep, and we spent almost $4,000 for it because we're tired of the backaches and the divots and all of that. So we got it, and now we can't get in our bed because it's so tall. I mean, you cannot just sit on the bed. You got to kind of jump, and at our age,
make a run for it.
Yeah. So
we'll build you some of those stairs they make for dogs who can't get on the couch anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
I think
we're gonna have to end up share elevator things.
Yeah, so we make my daughter. I think she suggested those little step stools, and then otherwise you can actually get a box spring that's only about 3 inches high instead of, I think we're like 12 inches box springs. and so we could get that drop down. So we're gonna wait a while, but I gotta admit, the backaches are gone, and it's a firm bed. But so the gal, she stopped in and goes, well, it's kind of firm. She goes, well, you got to kind of break it in. What do you do? So she tells, oh, you got to get on the bed and jump around. I'm going, can you just imagine me and Sherry bouncing around?
I don't want to imagine that.
I was like, no, this is just wrong. and just to give you an idea, when she stands in the bed, she said she walked in the bed last night. She says she can touch the roof. It's that tall. So, but when I was telling John Pearson about it, and if he gets on the show, he says, I talk an hour about mattresses. What can you talk about for an hour about mattresses? So he must have some interesting stories. So it's like, all right. So that's kind of what we titled the show. I thought, well, I'm talking about chicken breeding and mattresses. This ought to be kind of curiosity.
I don't know why he's not here.
Yeah, you can't beat my subject, huh? So,
so Victoria has a question about silkies.
Oh yeah, she highlighted it. What was?
You have silkies, right, Aim?
Yeah, and I only have one silkie these days, and she lays small white eggs. She's my only one that lays it's more like an ivory color. It's not white like the white eggs you get at the store, but it's pretty close to white.
Yeah, kind of like your Phyllis Diller ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine haven't laid yet, and this is the first time I've had them.
Yeah.
My eggs, they're brown,
and brown,
lighter brown or darker brown, but they're always brown.
Isn't that darker brown like a copper color? It's kind of like, seems like a copper color.
Actually, what I've seen with the roadies is the young chickens have darker eggs, and as they've gotten older, second year chickens, they're more beige.
Yeah, you gave me a couple of those dark ones, and you can't handle them. You cannot throw them.
Yeah.
So somebody was giving me a hard time on a post or something. They said, you can candle those, and somebody bought some from me, and I go, can you look? And I'm going, we've tried. I even have friends that bought, but when they're dark, you can't see. You can't really tell.
Harder to tell.
And but they didn't believe me, but they bought some eggs anyway for fertile eggs, and I don't know how they're doing with them and stuff, but I kind of got the impression that from that report earlier, if you heard about the testicles of a rooster, that they're smaller in the winter than in the summer. So that could be why only about 50% of my eggs were fertile, when it warms up, that actually you might have more fertile eggs. We'll see. But that was the other thing I didn't know about. But I mean, if it's cold out, as cold as this been around here, I give the rooster a good reason for having small testicles. So even though they don't, apparently they're in her back. So at least when he gets kicked, he doesn't have to worry about pain. So yeah.
There's an old dad joke.
All right. So I went over to John and Debbie's today and got my coffee. I don't know if I mentioned you guys that very first coffee I've ever got from them.
I usually just take my own coffee with me.
I did last time.
He came in the winter time. It's usually soda he gets. Don't listen to him.
Yeah. So the first time I knew just how they are about protection over their coffee. So I brought my own the first time.
Coffee.
And I thought, well, I was kind of in a hurry because they call me up like wee hours in the morning, like 5 in the morning or something. They let me know that the chickens are in. And so I got in my jammies, got all dressed, called them up, had my cup of coffee because I knew if I went over there right away, I wouldn't get any coffee. So anyway, so I took the chance and went over there without my coffee cup, and oh yeah, like that.
Yeah,
And,
just like that.
And John, in fact, it was actually John that offered coffee.
What are you saying? What do you think?
And John actually made my coffee for me. It was real nice of him. But yeah, so it was a chance, but it was a miracle. But I got coffee. But in the meantime, their living room is getting to be kind of a jungle. You have the same problem we got, except I don't have any animals in my house right now. I almost did the chickens today, so I just put them straight out in the backyard. It's only
I know you did not.
It's only like 25, 30. It's like they can handle it. So yeah, so they're out in the backyard. Yeah, but no, they're in a birder. But anyway, so you get there and you go, we're trying to talk, right? And we couldn't hear each other, and because 50 birds in the house was a little bit noisy.
Oh, baby.
Aren't they adorable?
They're really cute.
Hi. They're one of my black ones. Yeah, these are the Red Rangers. They're so
they're very
cute.
Very plump little guys.
Yeah.
I say they're almost plumper than a Rhode Island.
I think so. And then here's our rock.
Nice.
Look at that.
Oh.
That is a chicken. I've seen a chicken before, and that's exactly what they look like. That's a chicken.
Are you sure? Where'd you go?
There's a tow truck over here with a bunch of flashing lights, and I didn't want to distract from Double R's podcast here. You know what I mean?
Don't want to give anybody a seizure.
Yeah.
So after I went to Debbie and John's house, and we had to talk like this because it was so noisy. But oh my gosh, guess what happened?
Oh man!
Hey, we lost Rev. Oh, there.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I made the top row. Look at me.
Oh,
graphic.
Although I feel bad for Aimee. Aimee should be up here. She's more deserving.
No, I've been late lately, so I'm always last to come in.
Well, since this is a big day for Rev and making it on the top row, we should do a little celebration. Feel better?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
God bless North Carolina and God bless America.
there you go.
And
Oregon.
And West Idaho.
No.
We got a bunch of black clouds coming. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
I am aware.
It looks
I'm
like
aware.
snow.
Yeah, I was doing my rounds before the show, and you could feel the wind, you could see it, and it looks dark over there, so it's coming. So hi, John.
Hey,
Hi.
what are you doing?
Pretty good. We've been talking about you.
You know what? I got home and Mindy said that she knows all about chicken sex and all that kind of good stuff. So
I'm exhausted. I've already gotten through a pack of cigarettes.
Being educational as well as entertaining, right?
Yes. And so I was saying, what could possibly beat my presentation when John's got something to say. I don't know what you got to say, but I'm going to find out about your subject on mattresses. Now, I told everybody what brought this up is we bought a mattress. You brought up and you said you could talk an hour on mattresses. I'm hoping that we won't go that long, but so tell me, what's the basis of?
I can talk a while on a mattress about mattresses. I can't talk that long without getting in a lot of trouble. But no, there is, mattresses are horrible. And my thing that I always tell people is I can sleep on a piece of plywood. But Mindy needs the right mattress, and
I can
so
sleep on the floor.
Yeah, he does
yeah,
too.
I mean, like, it's like, well, how'd you sleep? Great. How'd you sleep? Well, I just, no, but we, before we bought our Tempur-Pedic, and we have our Tempur-Pedic, and I joke that it's like a small car payment because it is. And, but what happened was we went to we decided, hey, we need a new mattress. And in reality, we had a mattress that we'd had for a long time. We were real comfortable with it and everything. But it was, it just seemed like, yeah, it's been long enough. So we go and we get the one, a new mattress. Mindy goes out and picks out a new mattress. And she said, well, how do you like it? And I said, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine. And I said, but you got to like it. So, I like it. So we get it. And, the most mattresses you can, ride them out for 100 days and see how they are and all that kind of stuff. And, about day 60, I can't do it anymore. I need to have it. I said, well, just call the place. No, you call the place. And I'm exaggerating and I'm going to get in trouble, but.
Oh, no, you're not.
Well, you're fine.
But, it was about after about 60 days, I called the place. I said, you know what, we're not happy with it. And he said, well, come on down. And I feel bad for all the people getting our mattresses that, after, 30 days, I'm not a little guy. They're not getting a new mattress. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so we bought a mattress, 60 days, took it back. And then the guy says, well, what else do you like? And so we went and we tried all these other mattresses, and it's like, all you can do is go more and more expensive. And then we got to the point where we said, hey, you know what? We'll get he goes, this is our absolute most expensive mattress. And I said, okay. So we got it and we took it home, and then he says, how do you like it? I said, it's fine. It's great. And I said, how do you like it? She said, I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it. Anyway, come about 60 days come by. And she goes, I feel so bad, but I can't take this mattress anymore. Well, see, and our old mattress that we had, which was fine, they hauled off when, so we didn't have it. They hauled it off. So I couldn't go back to Old Reliable. And, so then the guy says, well, that's the most expensive mattress we have, after I called him back. And he says, we don't have anything more. I said, okay, then we'll take the money back. And he says, no, it doesn't work that way. You can have store credit. And I said, no, I'm not having store credit. I want my money back. So I got my money back, and we were mattressless for a little while. And then Mindy went to this other mattress store, and we just decided, what is the absolute most expensive bed you have? And it was a Tempur-Pedic. Adjustable. This gal goes, this is it. This is it. And it was like, you know what? I'm so sick and tired. I do not want to make another phone call. And we've had it for 11 years. It's the best goddamn mattress, excuse the language, ever.
Bring your wife on. She's sitting right there.
Anyway, so, but yeah, that's the mattresses. But see, I always got to make the call. It's like, I always got to make the call. But that's really about it. It was an ongoing process, a lot of tears on Mindy's end, a lot of sore backs and all that kind of stuff, and people confused because they, this is the best mattress that we have. Well, I tell you what, when it all gets down to it, and it's $6,300, and you say, whatever, I just need a bed, and you just do it.
Yep.
That was $6,300 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because my daughter, she bought one with the adjustable like you got.
Oh yeah. We got the adjustable.
Yep. She's
$8,000. Anyway, so that is mattress. The problem is we've moved a few times since that. I tell you what, that thing probably weighs a ton. Gee, Christmas. Those Tempur-Pedic mattresses. And you're right, Rob. You have one mattress and you're used to that mattress for the longest time, and it's kind of low. And the next thing you know, you get this next mountain, and it's like you need a damn step stool to get up there.
it's quite, and you're right about Sherry's like me. Until lately, our divots was so bad in the bed that and obviously I weigh more than she does, and so I was putting quite a bit of damage. I'm the one that was saying I'm fed up with this mattress because my side is like the Grand Canyon, and the first night, by the way, when we got this new bed, I ended up almost shoving her off the bed because there's no divot to stop me.
You didn't know where you belonged.
I know. But you're right about the wife thing. Is everything about this new mattress she's analyzing to death, and so
100 days. Everybody gives you 100 days, Rob.
And I love the bed. I'm already sleep in bed. Yeah, but she's go, it's too high. And it's like, we got to do something about it. And I go, well, can you just, give the mattress the time and stuff? But all these little details and all these, it's like, relax. We'll just enjoy the bed. And then maybe in 60 days we'll decide. But yeah, she's the one that's got the squeaky wheel about it, making sure it's just right. And yet I was
not happy. There ain't nobody happy. There
exactly.
Truer words were never spoken.
And put it right on the floor.
I got a bed story for you.
Put it on the floor.
Let me.
I got a bed story for you.
Okay.
Well, so when me and Dustin got married almost 16 years ago, we just had an air mattress, like blow up camping air mattress. So we've definitely evolved since then. But when we moved here to the ranch, almost 2 years ago, the girls got new beds, and they're the super single. So they are single mattresses. And when we moved, so of course I ordered them on Amazon, and it was really, they came like vacuum sealed in a tube inside of a box. And then you split the box and they go whoop, like this. It's great. So the post office, of course, thought we were freaking crazy. There's really big boxes. I hope you brought a truck. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Right. So I put these three mattress boxes that are like, and then they don't inflate, but they're like vacuum sealed with all the air out of them.
Yeah.
About 3 days later, I get a package pickup slip in the mail. Like, I wasn't expecting anything else big. I don't think so. So I go to the post office and he says, looks like you got 3 more mattresses. I said, no way. He goes, you want to send them back? I said, yeah. So I sent those 3 back. About a week later, they sent me 3 more mattresses.
Oh, geez.
I had to use them and send them back again. I'm like, what am I going to do with 9 single mattresses? I could have taken them down to the women's shelter or something. But I'm like, and they also sent us 2 refrigerators. So I got a free refrigerator out of it.
You didn't send that back.
I didn't.
Send me more freezers.
Send the refrigerator back.
What's that?
You didn't send the refrigerator back, huh?
No. I tried to. No. They're like, yeah, our shipping guy, nah. Yeah. So it's like,
should have started a trampoline park.
Yeah. These mattresses just kept showing up at the post office.
Oh my God.
What's that mean?
So, by the way, Elijah, I don't know what maybe because I've been liking more of his pictures and stuff. So I'm not sure, but you must have at least 50 billion birds, Elijah. He's on our chat, but he's got lots of beautiful birds. But I've been seeing pheasants. I've been seeing all kinds of chickens. I don't know the names of them all. I'm Rhode Island red, and that's it. But oh my gosh, I just every day he's been posting of his birds, and which is very to me is very pleasant. I love birds. But if you haven't Facebooked Elijah here, you might want to do that because you're going to see a lot of nice looking birds. He's always posting them. Lots of chickens, lots of pheasants. Looks like he has some kind of partridges. and some other stuff. But anyway, check out his Facebook. You're going to like it. So, Rev.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I don't have any graphics for you right now, but what's
That's
new?
what I thought it was. I was ready.
What's going on in North Carolina?
Nothing. We're hoping these storms that are coming through right now don't do much damage. There's a big wave coming across, but not too much. I got my tiller working, and I tilled up the horse arena this weekend, and that was cool. And my fruit trees are starting to sprout very small little leaves right now, so
Really?
we're happy about that. And it's like 70 degrees.
Wow.
So it's going good. It's going good. Same old stuff. Just keeping the hogs happy.
Pennsylvania agriculture.
But on the topic you guys were talking about earlier, my chickens, it seems like they've been eating more. They've been laying more too, but it does seem like they've been eating a lot more.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot more eggs too. I'm almost getting. It's not unusual anymore to get 15 eggs, and that's exactly all my hens are laying. So happy with that.
We've had 3 consecutive days of every single hen laying right now.
Wow.
Debbie,
but I got that breed specifically before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice cup, John Pearson.
I know. And just FYI, I don't drink coffee.
However, I saw some nice pictures coming off of your Facebook with some of the your hard cider. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
That's really cool.
It must be kind of neat getting to enjoy the fact that they're producing the hard cider from your apples.
From these places. Yeah, from my place. Yeah, it's fun. Cool. It's exciting, and it's kind of a novelty, but it's a lot of fun. And god dang it, it's pretty good. It's really dry.
I want to try it.
Mindy,
can you message us?
Mindy hates it because it's not. If you've had a dry apple cider, hard cider, it's not like you would think that you're drinking into a nice, apple juice or something, and it's not. But it is good. It is good.
You should message us a picture of the bottle in our Facebook group chat. And because my sister-in-law lives over there and she's coming over this weekend, and I want to send her on a hunt and see if she can find some to bring over.
I want some too, Ann.
Yeah.
Does she live in the Eugene area?
Lebanon, and then family works in Eugene. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, if nothing else, I do have some. If we could hook up, I could send some your way. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to break up your private reserve.
I'll send a few bottles. I keep procrastinating and sending Rob his honey, but that just means that I'm sending him because I feel bad that it's taken me so long. I'm sending him a larger honey than I would have normal. But I'll send some bottles up and Rob can distribute them. That'd be fun.
Try it.
Yeah.
Or the offer's still up if you want to meet up with.
You know what? That was so sweet, Debbie. I really appreciate that. But
it's the only place we could find rocks.
We like road trips, so it's nothing for us.
All the places around here, and the people are lining up like they're lining up at Costco for toilet paper. It's just crazy.
Yeah. It'll
die off.
Roads down here, and they're gone in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Where did you guys get your meat birds? Did you get them from Jenks or from where?
No, I ordered them from Pennsylvania. It's Freedom Rangers Hatchery.
From Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and since I ordered 50, I got them for $1.82 a piece.
Holy smokes!
Everywhere else was over $5.
Yeah,
we got a real good deal on that because they're downwind from Ohio. So we got extra. Each chicken has an extra leg.
Oh my god!
That's just more meat.
Yeah.
The other thing with this company is their shipping most places are like $79 and up for shipping. These guys were only $39. So you got a really good thing on it.
That's a great deal. And they all arrived pretty good shape.
We didn't have one
No
casualty.
casualty.
They were in perfect good shape.
That's amazing, especially
and
coming.
Except the
were
ones
on
I left
time.
outside, but you know. But
Yeah, we got them a day early, actually.
Wow.
So,
You know,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys have got on the website for Jenks, Jenks.
Yes,
They're out
I
of
have.
like Medford. They're not anywhere close to $1 something a bird. I tell you that. But that's where I'm getting my Cornish squash. But they are. We will get, you know, the birds that I'm getting. I'm going to get them the very next day, and the shipping was free as well. But the birds were not that inexpensive. They're, you know, still $3 a bird.
Right.
So.
And what was the name? Jenkins? The Jenkins?
Jenks. And they have
I looked at them. Yeah.
They advertised a bird that, and I missed the name. It's some type of Sussex bird that is an egg-laying bird, that they are the first and only in the United States to carry this. It's a bird, a chicken from the UK that is supposedly it kicks out large eggs. It's matures fast, and anyway, I'll get the name and I'll have it for next week, because I plan on not being late next week. So, but I'm looking to get maybe something from them. So, yeah.
Hey, you guys, I got to get to work. These guys, I can see these guys slacking off over here.
Don't let them slack, Rev.
Yeah, I know. I got to get on. You guys have a good night. It was nice talking to you. We'll see you next week. All right,
everybody.
Bye.
Graphics.
Graphics.
He likes his graphics.
Yes. I made all kinds of graphics for him this week.
Yes, he did.
But yeah, Aimee, so what's new on the old homestead over there?
Well, I'm still trying to keep this one chick alive. We had last week, we had 7 out of 12 hatched. The first one passed away, so now I have 6. But we have this one, we call him Snowboard Steve, because he has splayed legs. His legs are
yeah.
And they're much better. He's one of his feet's turned in, but his legs aren't splayed anymore. But he's still alive. But he can't get around. He can't get around like everybody else. The chicks are between 9 and 10 days old now, and he's 1/3 the size of the other guys. And he was the last to hatch, but he is 1/3 the size of the other chicks, and he can't compete. What's that?
Dollies for chickies.
Yeah. I keep thinking that I should put him out of his misery, but
do a GoFundMe.
There you go. Oh no. I mean, I don't know. I'm not one to argue with free money, but what would the money go towards? I know what it would go towards.
Popsicle sticks.
Yeah, popsicle
hire a caregiver.
It would go for burial. I mean, $2,000 for burial of Snowboard Steve.
That's right.
Yeah. No, I would use it to hire a caregiver for him, because I have to feed and water him. He can't compete. He can't get to the food and water.
Wow.
So I'm giving him water in a syringe, and he's real good at drinking it. And
what about putting him in his own little box?
I don't have one. You know, I will tell you, Debbie, I can't tell you how many times I've considered calling you and asking you if you want Snowboard Steve.
Yes. Let's keep trying before we say goodbye.
Okay. Because I think he would, but at the same time, he would get lonely if he was the only one.
Not with Debbie
not,
around.
no,
Debbie will hold him all the time.
No, I won't.
She talks to her chickens.
One of our newbies, and put with him. That way there's not that much competition, and he can still get to the food maybe. Because
Maybe.
feeding him
Lonely,
might not
I'm
teach
Mr.
him how to eat
Lonely.
Maybe.
on his own.
And I'm just at
I
this
don't know.
point where I'm like, is it the most responsible thing to do to cull him? Or do I just keep feeding him every 2 hours? But he's
still
also
happy.
making progress.
As long as he's
That-
making progress, I
that's
don't
what-
see why not keep trying.
That's what he did. That's what Debbie did with the Dinky, the little pig, and now he's gigantic.
Oh shoot, Dinky's taller than the rest of them. Dang near.
Because, at first, it was a pretty cool trick. I learned it from TikTok. I took a vitamin B12 tablet and dissolved it in water.
Mhm.
And that was the water at the first few days. He would drink the water with the vitamin B12 in it out of a syringe. But he's eating food now, chicken food. I got a little, like a measuring spoon. And it's just regular chick food soaked in water. And I put he eats out of his spoon now. And I feel like that's a huge improvement to,
Is he pecking at the ground at all?
yeah. He
Let's
can't
put
get
the food
around.
down on the ground for him.
Yeah.
Give him something to peck at when you're not
And
feeding him.
Yeah, I put the food in front of him in the tank. I have an aquarium in my living room full of chicks, like half of us do. But and so the chicks, they sit there and they watch TV with the kids. But
Yeah.
he's making
What
progress,
did
but
God
he can't.
do?
Is he
What's
not
that?
moving?
God.
Is he not moving around at all? Is he still like, or is he, instead of snowboard Steve, is he like constant does the splits Steve?
No, I mean, the legs are together, but he's not strong. He can't get up and walk around like the other ones. He can,
Hop. Just hop.
but he's
Yeah,
not
one
walking
that's
around
bad.
like the other little dinosaurs.
Stronger.
Okay, so Aim, my 2 roadies that I didn't kill,
Yeah,
the last one had the same problem.
really.
Yeah, it had the same problem. I didn't know what it was. And
Okay.
it grew out of it within the first week and a half or so.
Okay.
But yeah, he
It's
was
like this big now.
yeah, because his legs weren't like split, but they weren't strong.
Yeah.
And so he just kind of little hops, not
Yeah.
like the other ones.
Yeah.
So I'd give him more time.
Because he's getting better. He's just not like the others. He's just different. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking at this point, since his legs are mostly under him and he does this.
Doesn't want
that-
to use the R word.
He's special.
What are you
He's
talking
definitely
about?
special. So that's my hope, is that if I can keep him alive long enough, Island. If I can keep him alive long enough, hydrated with food, to get him to grow strong enough that he'll make it.
Yeah. You want me to come over and get him?
I don't know. Maybe.
Hey,
Maybe.
Rob,
Just-
you got 2 minutes.
I'll be there in 2 minutes. You're right around the corner.
Maybe.
I'm retired. I have time. You got kids.
Yeah.
And then when it gets better, I'll give him back to you.
After all that, somebody come get him. Yes, get him out of here.
I got
I mean,
the
every
hint.
2
I
hours
almost
I'm
called.
feeding him. I'm feeding him every 2 hours. So,
Oh,
anyways, that's what's new here.
maybe he's practicing to be a chicken, so he can just keep walking around the hens, and so he
Doing his
just got
dance.
his one leg. This kind of helps him out get around that chicken.
Maybe.
So anyway,
We're almost done, Mike.
yep. So the
You got a
chicken.
minute.
The chicken chapters continued, and yeah,
He's
this
talking
is
to
almost
himself,
like
you
Game of
stupid.
Thrones.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, and by the way, I'm up to my fourth season on Game of Thrones, and I think I'm damaged.
Desensitized.
that show is something else. But anyway, guys,
And I got an announcement.
yes,
This is our
we're
third
getting more
week,
chickens.
Yeah.
third week of not smoking.
Yes,
Good job,
that's
guys.
awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
Proud of you.
Had to put that out there.
Awesome.
Yeah, you keep doing that, it might get me
How are you feeling?
motivated to try to
What?
get away from the vaping. But
What,
You
John?
feeling better, or you still
Yeah.
dying, or what?
I don't know. Feel better not. I know I want a cigarette like hell, but
I'm okay.
But of course you are, Shush. He says he didn't have side effects either.
Yeah, my poor grandmother, she smoked for I don't know how many years. In the last 10 years of her life, she quit smoking. And she said, I'm going to quit smoking. And then she unfortunately passed of lung cancer. And she said, you know, now that I have lung cancer, I wish I would have smoked every single day.
Yeah, I had a client that did that too. I'm going to smoke until I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good job.
Yeah, with that great note, and we got to wrap up the show. I want to thank everybody for I like your mattress stories. I'm not sure who's. I think actually Aimee might have beaten you on the mattress.
Oh
story.
yeah, no.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not every day that you get 9 mattresses delivered
and a refrigerator.
And a refrigerator. Sheesh. I like the way she shops.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You know, I was a queen at it. I think she just beat me all to hell.
I just noticed that she gave back the mattresses but kept the refrigerator.
I know, isn't that funny?
Yeah. Right? And she
Amy,
used to be such a nice. She used to be such a nice girl too.
Yeah, then she met us.
Oh my gosh! Well, guys, thank you very much for being on the show, and everybody who's been watching. Don't forget to leave comments, even if you missed the live show. We love to hear your comments. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for being on the show. We'll talk to you later. And
good night, everyone.
Good night.
You want me to push the button? This video is made possible by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags, available in Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.